don't think my wallet's going to be able to withstand this July. Are you guys ready for my Criterion Wishlist Volume 2? Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel for my Criterion Wishlist Volume 2. I did Volume 1 a couple of weeks ago, and the video did really well. You guys seem to like it, so I thought I would come back with Volume 2 because there's always more Criterions that are getting added to my wish list every single week. And we are a couple of weeks out now from the Criterion Barnes & Noble 50% off sale that will hopefully be announced soon. Again, this hasn't been officially announced, but historically, the Criterion Barnes & Noble sale happens every single July and November for the entire month. So hopefully they don't throw a curveball at us and call it off this year. But yeah, guys, in today's video, I am going to be going over 7 Criterions that I hope to pick up in the month of July from this sale. And like I said, I already did Volume 1 where I went over 7 titles that were going to be added to my wish list in that video. So go check that out if you haven't already. So now it's time for Volume 2, and maybe, just maybe, I might do a Volume 3. But before I get into these titles that I want to add to my Criterion wishlist, I want to ask that if you are not yet a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel, what are you waiting for? I do all kinds of great, amazing content, mostly centered around the world of physical media, Blu-rays, 4Ks. I do Blu-ray hunting videos, 4K physical media updates every single Monday, reviews. I did a review of Back to the Future a couple of days ago on 4K. Finally reviewed that one. Just all kinds of great physical media content on this channel that I would definitely love for you to come check out on a regular basis. So hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to like this video and comment down below the Criterions that you are hoping to get in the sale in the month of July. So let's get into it, guys. Starting off with the first that's going to be added to my Criterion wish list, and that is The Irishman, the Martin Scorsese film from 2019. This one came out last November. And it was a Netflix original. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure of the relationship between Criterion and Netflix, but apparently they have the rights to release their movies on Criterion. So we've gotten films like Roma, like Marriage Story, and now The Irishman. So I did love The Irishman, but I'd like to collect all the Best Picture nominated films. I'll eventually get Marriage Story at some point, even though I really did not like that film at all. But, and this is a Scorsese film, so I want to collect all of Scorsese films on physical media at some point. So yeah, I've got to get The Irishman in my collection. And that cover on that, the artwork on that, is absolutely fantastic. So definitely looking to add The Irishman to my collection in July. And the next one on my list, number 2, is a movie that I actually just watched a few nights ago for the very first time, and that is Blood Simple, a film from 1984 directed by the Coen brothers. Their first film that they ever did. I absolutely love this movie. This movie blew me away, starring Frances McDormand. Absolutely fantastic, little like small scale crime thriller type movie. It's only like 90 minutes long, but I looked this up and it's got fantastic cover art on it as well. So I absolutely want to add this to the collection because this is just a great early Coen brothers film that I've now come to love. So yeah, definitely go hit me up on Letterboxd. I've been reviewing movies over there, so you can go check out my official review of Blood Simple on Letterboxd right now. So let's get into my next pick, and that is The Devil's Backbone. So that's right, we've got another Guillermo del Toro movie that is making its way onto the list. I had Kronos on a Volume 1 list, and now I've got The Devil's Backbone. So I've heard some really good things about this movie. I heard it's a really great horror film from the early 2000s, and I definitely want to check out more of Guillermo's earlier filmography. I mean, of course, I love Pan's Labyrinth, Crimson Peak I really enjoyed as well. I'm not the biggest fan of Shape of Water, but I do respect it for its visual aesthetic and filmmaking qualities. But The Devil's Backbone is definitely one that looks super interesting, and the cover art on that one, absolutely fantastic as well. So let's go ahead and get into the next film that I want on my Criterion wish list, and that is Memories of a Murder from 2003. This, of course, is Bong Joon-ho film. This one came out earlier this year. I think back in March this was released by Criterion. This is one that I skipped out on because I knew that I would probably circle around and pick this one up later on. Have heard fantastic things about this film. I love the cover of it, just with all the leaves of grass and everything. So this is one that was definitely going to be added to my Criterion list one way or the other. So I'm definitely looking to pick this one up in July. So the next one that I'm going to have on my list, the fifth one in my volume 2, is 12 Angry Men, directed by Sidney Lumet. So I've been meaning to pick this one up for the longest time. I almost grabbed it last November, but I kind of forgot about it, put it on the back burner, and then by the time I had bought everything that I was going to buy, I thought of it then, and I was like, I can't pick it up. I've picked up too many by now. So 12 Angry Men needs to get into my collection. It's a film from 1957. Sidney Lumet is a director that I'm just now diving into his filmography. I checked out Dog Day Afternoon earlier this year, starring Al Pacino. Absolutely loved that movie. That movie blew me away. And then I watched Network, which I really enjoyed. I liked the film, but it wasn't really what I was expecting. And it's not, I feel like I need to watch that movie one more time to fully appreciate it, because it didn't hit me in all the right spots the first time I watched it. But 12 Angry Men, fantastic cover. That was one of the first Criterions, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that Criterion edition has been out forever. And yeah, it's just one of those classic movies that everybody talks about, and I know I need to see. As a fan of film, I have got to finally see 12 Angry Men. So yeah, I'm going to blind buy that and watch it for the first time on Criterion. So next up, guys, is a classic horror movie, and I need more classic horror in the collection. This one's called Carnival of Souls, from 1962, directed by Herc Harvey. So I've heard some incredible things about this one. Very demented, deranged horror film from the early 60s, so definitely sign me up. And the cover art on this one looks absolutely fantastic as well. So a 1962 film, horror film, sign me up. Carnival of Souls is definitely going on the wish list. And last up, guys, is a movie that was recommended to me in the last video that I did, the Volume 1 Criterion Edition, and that is Thief from 1981, a Michael Mann film starring James Caan. So I definitely want to get into more of Michael Mann's filmography. I watched Heat for the first time last year. That movie absolutely blew me away, and there's still so many of his films that I need to check out. And yeah, Thief is one of those movies that always comes up amongst film fans, amongst cinephiles, as like one of the greatest movies of all time. Came out in 1981, so definitely looking forward to owning that one in the collection. So with that, guys, we are done with my Criterion Wish List Volume 2, 7 movies that are going to be added to the collection. So now I'm up to 14 films on my Criterion wish list. Are we gonna make it 21 with the next video? Quite possibly. I could be spending a lot of money in the month of July. I better start saving now. So definitely appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please be sure to support, hit that like button, comment down below just what you're looking forward to picking up from Criterion in the month of July. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all of those future videos, and we'll see you next time.